Yeah, man. So Migos back with another one, which is very fucking surprising to me. They just not too long ago put out an album. I guess whatever the deal was with 300 Entertainment it didn't go well, so they, they independent now. I guess YRN is a label, and they doing what they doing. So they hit the streets once again. We're back to the Bando. Not too much different from the album in a sense. To me, I just look at these. Maybe these was leftover tracks from the album. To me, Rich Nigga Timeline, is way harder than this. I mean, that's really, I think that's the first body of work by the Migos I actually listened to. Decided to give them a chance. And when I seen that this was coming out, I was very intrigued to see what they was gonna be talking about in this joint. But it's the same old, same old. You know what I mean? But Offset's not really on this joint. Um, a couple songs I think he may be on one or two, but is it me or have y'all seen a difference in Quavo and Takeoff? Like they been going crazy ever since Offset been in jail. No offense, but I always stated that when Amigos first popped off, it was just Quavo and Takeoff, and I gotta admit, either they was, fucking around with they flow and they lyrics at first, dumbing them down, because now these niggas is going off. They more coherent. They actually rapping about more things than money. They putting together slick little bars and kind of mediocre metaphors and shit, but they been going crazy, especially on that debut album. I'm like, God damn. But maybe that's just me. But other than that, let's get into it. See what I'm saying in the intro. It sounds like Quavo on a solo joint. You know what I mean? He went off on that shit, hands down. I'm like, damn. All right, back to the bando. I thought it was okay. I mean, nothing too special. I mean, how many records have we heard them talk about the bando? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I actually like the bando record. They had like the little mini movie to it. I definitely thought that was better. Burnout, both them niggas went in on that joint. I'm starting to see now the difference in their voice where I could tell Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. Before I couldn't tell the difference between none of them niggas, but now I could definitely tell. You feel me? But Burnout was a good record. Forrest Whitaker, I ran that shit back twice. I'm cleaning out the closet, and I'm like, damn, what I mean? What the fuck he just say? Hold on, run that back. Cause I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, was this song on motherfucking the mixtape or the album or something? It sounded familiar, so I didn't know, so I ran it back. But that beat and that they where they spitting was just crazy. You know what I mean? I like their lyrics on that joint too. I thought that was pretty dope. Rich niggas still trapping. They went off on that shit. That has high replay value. Cause at first I listened to it. You hear something and just be like, it's all right. You know what I mean? But I went back to that joint. I'm like, oh yeah, them niggas snapping, boy. They went off on that motherfucker. Going on with Came From Nothing. I mean, it's like I heard the content before, as far as them talking about they came from nothing and now they coming up. They was trapping. It was kicking in doors. It's like, all right, man, I heard that before. It's like you saying the same thing in different ways. So I kind of was like, it's cool for what it is, you dig. But moving on to Trap Problems, that's actually, they got a video out. I didn't get to finish the, but I know that the song was dope. I heard the song. Actually, I did finish the video. My fault. And it's pretty dope. I mean, nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, hey, trap is a trap. You gotta remember, like a lot of these artists, when they're in their home city, they not really like stars because they're like that's where they from. So it's like, oh, okay, that's Quavo, that's Offset, and that's Takeoff. But when they go anywhere else, in the country, they're a star. So a lot of people get that sometime miscrewed and shit like that. Moving on to slanging, I didn't like that song at all. I just felt like, yeah, that was a fucking filler. Asking for money, that song go hard. I like the content, real nigga shit right there. You know what I mean? If you ever been in a situation where motherfuckers ask you for money, you kind of hate that shit. So look at my dad, basically about fashion. That shit hard as fuck though. I was wondering if that was like a dance or whatever it was, and I think, Takeoff or Quavo cleared it up like y'all thought it was about dancing, but it's about fashion. So I don't know. To me, it's just like the whole Chief Keef name with capping. Then it came out with the look at the dab. So, you know what I mean? Same shit. But at the end of the day, that song go crazy. Number 11, Check. Good record. Pamela, it's a nice play on, selling dope or whatever. Pamela Anderson, that white, that's pretty dope. That shit is starting to get old with a lot of rappers using metaphorically, certain actresses or white women to substitute the word for dope in a way. It's cool, but I think they gotta start being a little more creative. Say So, I thought that song was okay. You definitely can go back to it and check it out if you want, but I think it's okay for now. Neighborhood Scientists, they had some clever lines on this song. I was like, wow, that production is kind of spacey and kind of tripped out. I thought that was pretty different. I fuck with it. And the last track, Unleashed, it sounded like Takeoff. I could be wrong, could have been Quavo, but regardless of the fact, nigga went off. You know what I mean? That beat was crazy. That flow, he was just double time on that shit. That shit was banana. So this was a cool mixtape. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad. The way I thought it'd be. Migos back to the bando, getting back to their roots. It's 7.5 out of 10. I like 11 out of 15 joints. The production is 7.5 out of 10 as well. Pretty fair, you know what I mean? But y'all let me know what y'all think. I enjoyed this. I would definitely be listening to this again. Actually, I'm gonna run it back right now, so I'll holler at y'all, man. One.